And we're live. Welcome back.
Hey there.
Stephan, it's been a while.
It's been 3 weeks.
3
3
weeks.
weeks?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. And yeah, we're back with some great topics. Do you want to give it a go?
I
Start
actually
right away.
really do want to. Yeah.
Okay.
It's as
Yeah.
we said, it's been a while. It's not that I forgot everything, but it's time we're getting back
I think so
into
too.
TypeScript.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it. So, you want to tell the peeps out there what we did last time?
Yep, I actually prepared something this time.
So what do we have? Oh, okay.
So, what did we do last time? Last time we have our little TypeScript project here, right? And
I remember, yeah.
we added the code, our code in a specific source folder.
Mhm.
And we added a dist folder, which holds the transpiled code, which is then JavaScript code. And we added some nice little scripts to make our lives a bit easier.
Yeah.
And then on the coding side, we talked about Boolean types. So basically, as you can see from the emojis here, the 0 and 1, the true and false. We also talked about comparison operators like the equals, the smaller and greater ones. And then at the end, we got into if, else, and else if conditional statements.
I like the emoji behind that.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
It was mind-blowing, actually.
Yeah, wasn't it?
It
It's a
definitely
bit
was.
hard to wrap your head around, but once you get it, I
Yeah,
think.
it really is. I really did practice a little bit after that, just for
That's
me
cool.
to really get into it.
Very good. So, right. So what are we going to do today? Today, we will first look at other operators called logical operators. And then we will get into functions. So functions are a great tool to help us encapsulate code and reduce redundance.
Yeah.
And at the end, as always, you'll get your own little exercise.
Of course. It
And,
wouldn't be a great stream without a great
That's right.
exercise.
That's right. And I'm sure you will do really good, just like you always do.
Thank you. No pressure.
No pressure. Right. So let's start with our script here again. This is where we left off the last time. Those were the if, else if, and else operators right here, if you remember. And
yeah, it does ring a bell, actually.
okay, that's good. So let's delete it.
What?
Yeah, we'll start with something a bit different this time. Let's get right back into our code. So the last time we left off with some logical operators. So for example, we still have our variables up here. And if we say is true equals true, which as you can see here it is, then whatever happens in here, will be executed. So if we open our console again and go into our project, which is cd the TypeScript project, and then npm run serve, which was the command we chose. So I get hi because is true, right?
Yeah.
So of course you can also encapsulate it and make it a bit of a hierarchy, and I can add new variables saying const is still true, and this is also of course true. I can say in here if is still true equals true,
Then say hi.
then I can say hi. So this is good if I want to run this, if I need this and this both to be true, right? but that's a bit tedious. Like, I don't really want like this big triangle at the end that just has a million ifs
Yeah.
in itself. So there's a great other option. If I say if is true equals true, and then what we predicted here, what we said we were going to talk about here, right? The logical operators. That's, for example, an and sign.
Yeah.
And is still true equals true. And I can still say console.log. Wow. So if I run this, then of course we will get hi and wow.
Yeah.
Just like you can see here. And
could you compress this also down if you say that is true equals true? No, is true and is still true equals true. Could you compress that down, or do you always have to write all options out?
Do you mean the equals true? This right here, or what?
Yeah,
if
so
I could remove that.
That you say that the variable is true. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's right. Because an if statement needs a Boolean. And what we have here is this is true, but if we just remove this, then it's still true. So it doesn't change, you know?
Okay.
The outcomes.
Yeah, yep.
So if I say is, yeah, you know what I mean, right? Very good.
I do.
Nice. Okay. So now we get true. If I, of course, then say if is true and is false, and I say console.log moin,
moin.
Then what do you think happens here?
Well, nothing. I wouldn't get the message moin.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Is there an equal word in English? Moin.
It's like a slang German word, which means hi. So let's probably better say hello for our international audience.
Hello.
But
yeah. Because it's not the same. Is true and is false.
Exactly. So both of those have to be true.
Yeah.
If I want to say that just one of those has to be true, then I can use a different logical operator, which is this. And this just means or.
Pipe.
Pipe.
So if one of those is true.
Exactly. But so we can see here.
Moin. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. But what do you think happens if I say is still true? Is it gonna run or is it not gonna run?
Yeah, because it's one of those is true.
Yeah. Very good. So a lot of people in the beginning think that this is an either or. So only one of them.
Yeah. Just one of them has to be true. So
yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
No, but this, so they're wrong. So this either one. If one of them is true and one of them is false, that's fine. If they're both true, that's also fine.
Okay.
The only case when this will not print is if both of them are false.
Yep. Okay.
And that's it for logical operators. That's the basics of it. And of course, you can still also encapsulate it. So you can say, for example, if you want to say, let's make a new if conditional statement here. If, let's say I want to check if is true and still is true are both true. So I can make new brackets. So is true and is still true. And then I can say out here or is false. So this basically checks if this goes inside of here first, and it says if this one, if they're both true, then we have true in here. So that basically goes like this.
True or...
And then because this is false, we get false here. Oh,
Please.
false here. And then because this one is true, we still get
Get whatever you want to print in the console. Yeah. Super. Wow.
howdy.
Howdy.
That's probably a good morning, right?
Yeah, I think that to any English-speaking fellows here in the chat, maybe you know it. Howdy. Yeah.
Yeah. So there we go.
Great.
And that's it for logical operators. It's of course you can also have an infinite amount of them is true, and however long you want it. That's up to you.
Yeah.
That's a great thing about it. So you can really reduce like a lot of clutter here, because otherwise you would have like an infinite nested amount of if and else stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it for logical operators. And so what Hungry Mind in the chat just said is that there's also, we talked about, if say is true equals true, then we print something here.
Yeah.
In JavaScript, there's not a lot of languages outside of JavaScript that I know of. Let's just say Aloha for now. They have this triple equal sign. So the triple equal sign has a special case. It checks also if they're the same type. So for example, I could have my const number equals to 5, and I could have my const string number equals to this. So if I say number equals string number, then technically there's a problem. Like JavaScript, the reason that exists is because JavaScript would allow it, because it says, okay, this is a 5 and this is a 5, and I can convert it.
Okay.
But this right here in JavaScript would say, okay, this is not true. And I won't allow it. And TypeScript says, okay, no, they're different types. You can't even do it. Like you can't compare a number and a string. What you can do, for example, is you can say to string here, and then it's okay, because now this gets converted to this. So.
All right, now we go. This is a little extra tip here.
Yeah, that's a bit tricky. So, which is why I converted it. Most of the time, you will see this.
Okay, but just for me to really understand that, beforehand, in TypeScript, you're saying if you're comparing a number to a string, then TypeScript says, no, you can't do this because we are comparing two different types of variables here, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So I can't.
So this is why you can't do it. And if you have the triple.
Yeah, that's more like a JavaScript thing. Is that this is checks in JavaScript if they're both the same type.
Gotcha. No. Okay,
so
there you have it, little tip.
Exactly.
Maybe for you, Paul, maybe you can just cut that and we have a little reel here.
Yeah. And let's end our virtual video here. We will, of course, continue streaming. And and we will get into the next video in a bit. So the next thing is going to be about functions, and I'm really excited to show you about functions because they're super powerful and you can do a lot of stuff with it.
Okay, so we're really getting to know how to code. Now it's getting interesting, right?